The Sporting captain is actually Danish,
Yeah.
so he arrived last year, Morten Newman. What's the perception that you have from this player? What's the perception in Denmark about Morten Newman? Because I think here it was a little bit of a surprise that a player after 1 year in such an historical club become the club captain. So that I think that says a lot from his leadership. You were a leader yourself, so how do you perceive Morten Newman in Sporting from?
He's an interesting player because in many ways he's come out of nowhere and became a part of the Danish national team. He shares a name with the former coach, and we were a little bit confused about this as a Hjulmand in the and I told you this before. What happens very often in Denmark is the players before they get to the Superliga teams, if they have talent, they get snapped out by smaller clubs around Europe, but bigger clubs than the ones in Denmark. And quite often we get to know about a Danish player that we've never seen play in Denmark, and so we get these surprises. But he was picked in one of the squads, and I remember him. He came on about 15 minutes before the end of one of the games, and you look at this guy and you think, whoa, there's really something about this guy. You know, there's a lot of physicality, there's a lot of talking. You can see the talking. Also, he's a threat. He's a threat. He has really good shots from distance, which is a rarity these days. And then, of course, in the Euros, he was really, really good, very, very good. Scored a fantastic goal against England. Unfortunately, he got himself booked for the second game, so he was banned for the next game. But it's what happens to midfield players. But he's a fantastic player. But I have to say, everyone's surprised about him being named captain of Sporting, because again, as you say, it's quite early in his career, and I'm not sure if he speaks Portuguese, but it just speaks to what kind of player he is, and we are so happy that we have one of those.
There's another surprise in the latest days, in the last day of the transfer market. A Danish player called Konrad Harder came to Sporting. I think that surprised a lot of people. I believe even the Danish.
I'm so embarrassed because I'm reading about this player for the first time on Sunday. He played a really good game over the weekend. He got man of the match, and it made a big story in Denmark. I've never heard of him before. And it's just one of these players, you know, pops up. I know he's played for Nordsjælland, but yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Bring the Danish players in.